Hey, what is up, guys? So much like the last couple years, it is coming up to that time of the month where we get to reflect back on 2015 or the previous year specifically and kind of see what placed where, especially among the comic companies that we all love so much. Now, one of these things is, of course, the big comic sales that would happen in the last year. Now, the last couple years, it has been mainly dominated by Marvel, and for 2015, it looks like they are going to keep that streak going. So when it comes just to hard numbers, to put it this way, out of all the comics sold, Marvel Comics actually took a dollar share of 38.74%, as compared to DC, who took a market share for dollars of 25.75%. Now when it comes to unit sales that were sold, Marvel Comics sold 41.82%, while DC Comics sold 27.35%. Now when it actually came to how many comics each company put out, Marvel Comics put out a total of 917 comics, while DC Entertainment put out a total of 963. And the top 10 comics are in order. Number 10, Princess Leia, Marvel Comics. Number 9, Invincible Iron Man, number 1. Number 8, Spider-Gwen, number 1. Number 7, Darth Vader, number 1. Number 6, Star Wars Vader Down Part 1 by Marvel Comics. Number 5 saw the appearance of DC with the Dark Knight 3D Master Race, number 1. Number 4, Orphan Black, number 1 from IDW Publishing. Number 3, Bravest Warrior, Tales from Holo John, number 1 from Boom Studios. Number 2, Secret Wars, number 1. And number 1, of course, went to Star Wars number 1. So there are a few things to gather from this. Obviously, these last 2 years has really been a struggle for DC Comics. In terms of rebranding and doing new number 1s and just having it not take off. Of course, their big push was the creativity over continuity with DCU, and that really fell flat on its face. Unfortunately, they couldn't really do away with that. Another thing to be cited is, of course, they did move, offices from New York over to the West Side, in which they put out Convergence. Convergence came out and quickly managed to flop, and just not a lot of people were talking about it. Where at the same time, Marvel launched, of course, Secret Wars, and that really took off, and it's still going on to this point. It's putting up quite a good fight every month in the top 10. But perhaps what is most interesting to me is the fact that when we look at across the landscape, the DC Comics actually put out more comics for higher prices, which more of their comics are priced at the $3.99 and $4.99 price as opposed to Marvel, but they sold less of a share. Which could obviously explain why they are going to be trying to undo all this DCU and New 52 and just try to get it to what it once was. Now, the other thing, of course, that helped Marvel get this big gap is, of course, Star Wars. So it'd be criminal if not to mention, one of the biggest franchises out there, the biggest franchise in the world when it comes to media. So it's really no surprise, Marvel got the rights to everything. They got the comics now. They're putting out some really high quality entertainment out there. So a lot of people are behind it. I was honestly shocked that so many Star Wars comics made it in there. I expected Star Wars number 1 to make it in there, but the fact that Princess Leia and Darth Vader made it in there is pretty damn impressive. And especially when you look at spot number 5, which has, Dark Knight 3 The Master Race, which I honestly expect it to be number 1 for the year, because they put out over 25 variant covers, some priced at over $200. So this is pretty interesting to look at this list, and we'll see how 2016 ends up going for both of these companies. So thank you for watching the video, and if you guys like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you haven't already, check out some of these other great videos we have on the channel. Just click the annotation right there, it'll take you to them. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a good one.